So thank you for clicking on my channel. Please leave a like and subscribe. Shawn Ryan, bald, Caucasian. Joe Rogan, short, bald, Caucasian. Andrew Tate, kind of Caucasian, half Caucasian, and bald. Joe Rogan is the man who started a lot of the change that's happened in the last, I'd say, 10 years. He's been a big factor in a lot of the math. Then you have him doing multiple things like UFC comedy and podcasting. Then I heard this conspiracy theory by Sam Tripoli that Andrew Tate is the next Joe Rogan, and they're gonna phase out Joe Rogan and put Andrew Tate in place. Now, not saying that Andrew Tate's father was in the CIA or anything like that. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is the fact that you have Joe Rogan is a martial artist and Andrew Tate is a martial artist. Joe Rogan talks about manliness in a certain way. Andrew Tate talks about manliness in a certain way. Okay, so a lot of times, like in Hollywood or the music industry, you'll see that there are people that come out like Chris Brown, and then right away there's a replica of him, and you could say, is Jason Derulo like another version of Chris Brown? Okay, you have Backstreet Boys come out, then you have a carbon copy come out called NSYNC. You have Coca-Cola, then, right, or you have Pepsi first and then comes out Coca-Cola, or vice versa. So what I'm saying is Joe Rogan is with his bald head, he represents like wisdom, and people have grown to love that. Like if Joe Rogan had dreadlocks and he changed the zeitgeist, then maybe the Andrew Tate would have been a guy with dreadlocks. And then there's Shawn Ryan. And where does Shawn Ryan come in? Haven't even really watched a single episode of his. Okay? But he's one of these Tim Kennedy constructs. So he's in the military and this and that, and he's got that whole make war look cool type thing going on. So, you know, he's not a neocon. No, he's not. So I've just always just found that kind of funny that Shawn Ryan, Andrew Tate, and Joe Rogan are the same sort of thing. They're the same sort of imagine you're like a huge corporation, and you know that Joe Rogan had that N-word scandal come out right around the COVID time. So right at that time that happens, the corporation's like, okay, let's get this next guy in there, right? Let's get the next guy in there. Joe Rogan goes down and commits career suicide by saying the wrong thing. Boom. Keep that same replication with Andrew Tate. Boom. On that side. So that way where you're getting money on all ends. So, you know, I can understand that you don't believe it. I can understand you don't believe this and this sounds stupid to you. That's fair. But I think that, you know, like those pictures when you look at it and you blur your eyes and there's a picture in the picture, that's how you need to look at these guys. Like, you kind of got to like blur your eyes kind of and really take a look back and see that this is one thing. This is one idea. So you have Elon Musk being, you know, being mean to a certain group. And then you have Andrew Tate there, you know, helping him, saying, oh, he's such a good man. If he, you know, I would give him money. Why would you give him money and still get the check mark? These type of stupid things. So damage control. So you see that the California fires happen, and then you see insurance isn't really there anymore. We're in a different type of era right now. And oh shoot, I forgot what I was even oh yeah, exactly. That Elon Musk has been this guy who's a super huge billionaire that says, oh, I don't own anything. I don't even own anything. I don't even have a house. He says stuff like that. He's not like, oh, I have 20 islands and I want to buy up all the houses in LA. But what will happen? This will also be interesting. If LA burns like the way it is, and the idea of Los Angeles is just done. It'd be very interesting for them to be able to make a new big city. You know, it'd be interesting to see that. It'd be interesting to see if they're like, you know, if a city burns down and people want to rebuild their house, if you just tell them it's going to take 5 years, 3 years, 10 years, they'll leave. They'll just leave. So one thing I heard that was like kind of crazy is that if you want to rebuild your house in LA-ish or something, there's a coastal commission. I never even knew there was such a thing as a coastal commission, but it made perfect sense because Elon Musk said one time he was testing or launching his rocket and they had to do a study on seals or something. They had to, or underwater turtles or something. They had to do a study to see the environmental implications on that. So yeah, good luck with all that. That's going to be really easy. So, you know, thoughts and prayers are with all the people suffering, because there are people, and you know, at any time, you know, you just want to keep all that negativity away from you, because, you know, like, it can happen to them, it could happen to you. So there's no point of you know, victim blaming. Thank you for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe. Thank you.